You're listening to The Chris Carlisle Show, hosted by me, Chris Carlisle. Okay, on this week's show, I have another story from the book Read, Laugh, Repeat 101 Laugh Out Loud Stories from the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, written by Amy Newmark, plus a look at news, sports, birthdays, and television listings. Okay, here's a story from the book Read, Laugh, Repeat 101 Laugh Out Loud Stories from the Chicken Soup for the Soul series. The story is called Matt, Myths and Magic, submitted by Mary Shotwell. She writes that her husband Matt apparently doesn't believe in magic, so when her mother sent them an elf on the shelf, Matt wasn't thrilled. Their son Luke, who was 4 at the time, named the elf Waffles. Now she said that Waffles wasn't the kind of elf to get in trouble. He would go to the North Pole every night to give reports on Luke and his little brother Evan, and then be back in the morning. Now every elf on the shelf comes with certain rules, like you can talk to him, but he can't talk back, and that he can't be touched by human hands because he'll lose his magic. She wrote that Luke and Evan learned their father didn't believe in magic. They were okay with that, but reminded him that Santa has elves and brings presents for Christmas so they would continue to believe. She said it bothered her that Matt didn't believe in magic because Christmas was such a magical time for her, and she wanted her children to grow up feeling the same way. They had several arguments over faith in science and what the children should and shouldn't be exposed to. She wrote she didn't know to what extent Matt would tell the children about his beliefs and if he would try to convince them to feel the same way. But she continued to believe in magic. One morning, Waffles pinned himself to a bulletin board in their kitchen. Luke moved a pen page to get a better look, and when the tack fell out, Waffles fell to the floor. They stood there with their mouths open. She was worried that the gig was up. But Luke didn't miss a beat and picked him up off the floor. He told her they had to move him somewhere else. She needed a way to pick him up without actually touching him. So she put on a pair of oven mitts and gently picked him up and put him on a higher place on the mantel. Matt, of course, thought the whole thing was silly, but she felt she had averted a Christmas disaster. Now, the next morning, they were sitting at the table while Matt grabbed the food to move over to the table for supper. That was when one of the kids said they smelled smoke. She looked at the stove and sniffed the air. She said she could smell the smoke, too. She then looked in the dining room and saw that lights were on and had been on for some time. She then realized that Waffles was on fire. Her husband stepped toward the dining room door, froze for a second, backpedaled to the stove, grabbed the oven mitts, ran to Waffles, mitted up, and freed him from the scorching light bulb. He took the off patient, still smoking, with one leg dangling on a thread, through the kitchen to the back deck. He came back and saw the fear in Luke's eyes. He hugged the boy and assured him that cold air would cool Waffles off. They sat in silence before she started laughing, followed by Luke, Evan, and then Matt, who said that Waffles needed to be more careful. She then went and got Waffles from the back deck after the kids had gone to bed. The leg that was dangling fell off while the other was hanging by mere threads. Waffles stayed on ice in the freezer for 2 nights until he was stable to go back to the North Pole. The surgery was a success and he made a full recovery. The total cost for Waffles' care was $29.99 out of pocket. Their family and friends followed the Waffles saga on social media and added prayers for Waffles along with some jokes and personal love stories. They still laugh at the ordeal and say it seems something like from a movie or television show, but one thing struck with her, and that was the oven mitts. She made it clear that Waffles was just smoking, but it wasn't in flames. He could have been picked up by his head and taken outside or placed under a faucet. Now Matt, who of course doesn't believe in magic, he used the mints so he wouldn't call Waffles to lose his magic. While it seemed like a small gesture, it meant a lot to her. He decided it didn't matter what he believed. Magic brought joy to their children, and he felt it could have been wrong to take it from them at such a young age. Coming up, a look at the news. D. Brown Library in Rosebud got a grant of $4,000 from the Dollar General Literacy Foundation. Also, Bell County Arts Organizations got $19,000 in state arts grants. The Mid-Texas area team of Operation Christmas Child is aiming to give gift boxes to 17,000 kids for Christmas. In Central Texas high school football, Lake Belton beat Red Oak 48-47 in overtime. Belton beat Huntsville 41-28. Rogers beat Troy 28-21. Lexington beat Rockdale 33-18. Temple lost to College Station 45-35. And Camarillo lost to Waco Connolly 45-40. In college football, Alabama beat Texas 2019 in a close game. Oklahoma beat Kent State 33-3 in a not close game. Brigham Young beat Baylor 26-20 in another close one. And the NFL season also kicked off this past week. The season kicked off on Thursday when the Bills beat the defending Super Bowl champion Rams 31-10. The Texans and Colts played to a 20-20 all tie. The Buccaneers beat the Cowboys 19-3. The Saints beat the Falcons 27-26. The Browns beat the Panthers 26-24. The 49ers beat the Bears beat the 49ers 19-10. The Steelers beat the Bengals 23-20. The Eagles beat the Lions 38-35. The Dolphins beat the Patriots 20-7. The Ravens beat the Jets 24-9. The Commanders beat the Jaguars 28-22. The Giants beat the Titans 21-20. The Chiefs beat the Cardinals 44-21. And the Seahawks beat the Broncos 17-16. Coming up, what's on television? Okay, here's what's coming up on television. There's new episodes of Big Brother, Challenge USA, Password, America's Got Talent, MasterChef, DC Stargirl, another episode of Big Brother, Press Your Luck, Generation Gap, Major League Baseball, Oakland A's at the Houston Astros on Fox. That's on Thursday. Well, the other shows I mentioned, Big Brother, Challenge USA, Password, America's Got Talent, MasterChef, DC Stargirl are on Wednesday. Press Your Luck, Generation Gap, the ball game. The Los Angeles Chargers play the Las Vegas Raiders, streaming on Prime Video. That's on Thursday. Then on Friday, it's Friday Night SmackDown, Dateline NBC, College Bowl, Secret Celebrity Renovation, Killer Camp, and Dynasty. And also Florida State at Louisville. And then on Saturday, it's more college football as Michigan State takes on Washington on ABC, Toledo at Ohio State on Fox. On Sunday, it's Chicago versus Green Bay on Sunday Night Football. Then the season premieres of The Neighborhood, NCIS Hawaii, The Voice, 911, and The Cleaning Lady, FBI International, and FBI Most Wanted, New Amsterdam, and The Resident. There's also 2 Monday Night Football games. The first one is Minnesota at Philadelphia on ABC, and Tennessee at Buffalo on ESPN. And on Tuesday, the series premiere of the Quantum Leap revival. Coming up next, birthdays.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy
Okay, and birthdays. I have 2 Facebook friends with birthdays, Helen on Saturday and Shelley on Sunday. Also on Wednesday, actor Walter Koenig from Star Trek, actor Sam Neill from Jurassic Park, actress Mary Crosby, actress Kimberly Williams, and actor Tyler Perry. On Thursday, actor Tommy Lee Jones, director Oliver Stone, and actor Tom Hardy from Venom, who was also Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. Then on Friday, actress Janice Page turns 100, actor Mickey Rourke, TV weatherman Mark McEwen, magician David Copperfield, singer Richard Marx, comedian Amy Poehler, rapper Flo Rida, actress Alexis Bledel, and singer Nick Jonas. Then on Saturday is actress Elvira, comedian Rita Rudner, actor Kyle Chandler, actor Melly Cuba, and actor Billy Walker. In other news, Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom died on Thursday at the age of 96. She became queen in 1952 upon the death of her father, King George VI, and recently celebrated her Platinum Jubilee. Her oldest son, Charles, Prince of Wales, became king when his mother died. He will reign as King Charles III. Well, that's all for now. Leave a like and a rating. Thank you and have a good day. Hi, I'm Chris, and thank you for listening to my podcast, The Chris Carlisle Show. The Chris Carlisle Show is available on Spreaker. Please leave a like and a review, and also a follow. It's also available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeart, Podchaser, and Podcast Addict. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.